Remakes are a part of the horror culture. It has been an unspoken rule that when a movie hits 10 years old, it has flown out of the conscious, people forget it exists. How much of a better way is it to re-show people than to remake something? You know, when people forgot about Final Destination, which came out in 1999, I think it was 2008, they're like, we're going to remake that movie. Before it gets too old, we're going to put out The Final Destination. And it was very good. When people had forgotten who Jason Voorhees was, Platinum Dunes said, let's remake Friday the 13th. And then they said, while we're at it, let's remake Nightmare on Elm Street. Texas Chainsaw Massacre has been remade. The Thing has been remade. Poltergeist has been remade. Fright Night has been remade. Everything and everybody has been remade. It's part of how this process goes. So the question is, why do you guys hold on so much to them old-timey originals? Do you think that that ancient 1920s Frankenstein movie, do you think that when that was remade in the 50s and it starred Chris Lee as Dr. Frank, Pete Cushing as the evil monster Frankenstein, when The Curse of Frankenstein came out, do you think people said, yeah, that original movie is better? They did not. They preferred that color movie. Was it a shot-for-shot remake of the original? Yes. Did they just add color to it and change it to a modern, slick, and attractive cast for the time? They absolutely did. But that's the magic of remakes. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to make it seem new, put a new coat of paint on it, and us young people are going to accept it. Now, when I went back and watched that old-timey Frankenstein movie, both the original and its first remake, I didn't like either one. But I already had, definitive life-changing Frankenstein experiences that I have been able to witness. We have the Robert De Niro Frankenstein, which is a genuine masterpiece. That's absolutely where it's at. Have we had Dracula remakes? Absolutely. Have you seen Renfield? That's probably the definitive Dracula experience. If you've seen the original 1920s Dracula movie, it's not funny, it's not scary, it's just very boring. What was that remake? It had comedy, it had a hot cast, it had a modern setting. They made references to things that I understood. There wasn't any of this gypsy nonsense. It was just right down to the facts that this is a movie that I can wrap my head around, and it made me smile. But again, you guys are weird. When something was remade during your youth in the 80s, by golly, it was incredible. Oh, the remake of The Thing is one of the best movies to ever come out. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a beat-for-beat same movie as the original Thing from 1940. We're not going to talk about that. Yeah, he added some color, and he added a young cast. So what? But then, when I get a remake from my time in the 2010s for The Thing, hell breaks loose. Everyone's like, oh, it doesn't live up to that 80s movie. And see, that's the thing. You guys just like to talk. Because that 80s movie was not better than the 2010s movie. The 2010s movie is the definitive Thing experience. Just like how, Poltergeist was a definitive experience. Or the Fright Night that came out, starring Doctor Who, was significantly better than that one starring that dude from King Kong. I think he played King Kong. I'm pretty sure he played an ape in one of the movies. But again, when that 80s thing came out, you guys all forgot about the old thing. You're just like, this is the one. This is a great movie. I don't need to see that old crap ever again. But when I say that, when people my age say that about these remakes, when we talk about how Texas Chainsaw Remake is so much better than the original, and we talk about the Hitcher remake and say it's so much better than the original, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween, you just laugh and you call us fools. You guys just need to grow up. You guys just need to accept what's going on and just realize that you've been wrong. Hey, did I at one time think that Cabin Fever movie was good? Yeah. Now I could never stomach to watch it again. You know why? Because it was remade. And that remake blew it out of the water. It took everything that worked in Cabin Fever and literally times it by 1,000. Because that's just, again, how remakes work. And if they didn't work that way, we wouldn't be watching them and people wouldn't be making them. But anyways, guys, that's what all I have to say. Remakes are always better. Comment down below. What is your favorite remake? And what do you think is the worst original movie of all time? And while you're at it, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, keep slipping.